Welcome everyone to game number 5 of the MSL Season 2 Code Platinum semifinals. This is of course the matchup between Stormshout and Quixoticism, and we're once again here on Belshire Vestige. In the top left-hand corner of the map we have the once again green Terran player Quixoticism, who was up 2-0 at the very beginning of the matchup, and then has recently fallen down to 2-2, thanks to the success of the orange Zerg player down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, Stormshout. Making Zergs everywhere happy and proud, Banelings everywhere, Mutas everywhere. That's the way the Zerg is meant to be played, and just going to give a shout out to his ridiculously high APM. However, I would also like to point out that the score of the match up is 2-2, and also notice the APM. APM is not an indicator of skill. It can be used as a rough indicator of skill. If you had 3 APM, for instance, you're probably not a Grandmaster. The same way that if you have 700 APM, you're probably not a Bronze Leaguer. But don't take too much stock in it. And this is a really interesting thing. So we have a barracks at home. Everything looks normal there. What are you doing? You're not scouting. Proxy! What kind of proxy? Is this Banshee? Is he going to do 1-1-1? I hope he's doing a 1-1-1. There is an Overlord coming that direction, though. Oh, it's just another barracks. Proxy Rex. And oh, the Overlord stopped. That's a big deal, actually. And with this wall in place, it's impossible to know. Well, it's not a complete wall now, but it's almost impossible to know if your opponent is doing something. And lols at the Terran. It's all good. So the other thing is that Stormshout also goes for relatively late hatch, and he also goes gas pool, which means that the Zerglings will be delayed even later. Yeah, sometimes random. Yeah, so I was right before. You were random. I could feel it in my gut. So there's the pool, but that means that's that much more delayed. These Marines will be much closer than you think. And nothing there to defend against. So if he runs out there with the first one, this could actually be kind of a problem. I bet he waits till he has 2 or 3, though. That's my guess. 2 or 3. Possibly 4, but probably 2 or 3. There's 1. So far, so good. It's also probably going to be bunker pressure. And oh my goodness, he's going out with 1. I am eating my hat. I don't actually own a hat. And oh my goodness, pressed B instead of V, so now I get to watch that last part again. Oh my gosh, we're astonished all over again. What's he going to do? This is really close. Can he see it? Oh, he does see it. A Marine and an SCV. That's that should be pretty telling. It's going to throw down. That's a decent place for the bunker. Could be worse. He's pulling a whole bunch of drones. That is 6. That's the correct number to pull for most cheeses. He just needs to keep that SCV alive so he can keep repairing that or building that, and then he needs to keep these Marines out of here to be able to keep doing damage. He's going to bring an additional SCV down. That's going to get focused down immediately by these drones. And I do believe that that's going to finish up. And now, look at that. We've got 4 Marines on the way, another SCV. He's pulling additional ones. There are 6 more Lings in production, but I don't think that's going to be enough. We now have 5 Marines and 2 SCVs down here working on things. He needs to repair that bunker. He needs to continue rallying Marines. There's another one just hanging out back here watching his brethren. The Queen needs to pull back immediately. He's just going to die. I guess it's a she. So she just going to die. This actually could go really poorly for Stormshout. He's going to go and try to run back and do a counterattack, but the wall's finished. He is completely supply blocked as well, but I feel like it would have been better to probably try to take this out. He's going to lose this base, and I don't think that's enough Lings to make his way in, especially if he pulls stuff off to repair, which he will do as soon as he sees anything. Glad he didn't spend the time to shoot at the larva again, because larva take forever. There are some Lings here, but the spine crawler is not going to have time to get down. Some Lings trying to make stuff happen. They're going to be supply blocking his opponent. There is an attack here. They're not going to be able to make their way in. There's not enough surface area, and I think this is going to be GG right here. The Roachwarren Baneling nest almost is not even going to get close to being completed. All the drones trying to take stuff out, and that's all she wrote. There's nothing here. He's going to get a repair down before he gets in. Oh no, he does get in, but with 3 Zerglings. That's not going to equalize things. Just wanted to point that out to everyone. Wow, very aggressive opening It's a little bit cheesy. It's a proxy. Well, it wasn't too bad. It was a proxy 1-Rax, which isn't the end of the world. And it looks like Quixoticism will be taking this series of games and moving on to the Winners Bracket Finals. So congratulations there. I know I'm preemptively doing that, but when you're 7-26 and you have nothing, yes, cheesy games can be scary. But when you are 2-2, it happens. 2-2 in a series, all of a sudden the games become very, very... it's very likely to have a cheese. So that was, once again, I would call that more of a build order win. It went unscouted, as nothing like that had happened before. And I think had it been scouted, it would have been pretty much a toss-up. These players are very similar in skill, as you can see from the score. So congratulations to Quixoticism. You'll be moving on, and Stormshout, I suspect you'll probably do fairly well in the losers bracket, and perhaps you'll make it back to fight in the grand finals against perhaps even Quixoticism. So excellent work here. Hopefully you enjoyed the games. Share them with your friends. And I'm going to get started on the other games as we speak. So, signing out.